we are going to be looking at one of my viewers, Jock here. He is a 4,000 rated player, 4,500. He's been struggling recently and has described that his teammates are the biggest reason that he's not succeeding. Every game, someone's trolling, they're tossing. So I want to look at what he could do to be better himself, because at the end of the day, reflecting from within, reflecting from what we can do better is always going to be better than putting the blame onto others, right? Of course, at this level, I'm sure his teammates are absolutely tossing, but he's also playing 3,000 elo players, 5,000 elo. Like, these players are equally as bad. So we should be able to do a lot to get over this. First thing here is like just a quality of life change. I want you to practice doing strafes, and it starts here on Dust 2. When we're coming out here, do a jump and strafe out here so you get to the doors instantly. You beeline it, bro. Beeline that thing. Run ASAP. Let's go. And then also, Jock, like, think about this. We have our Glock out here in Counter-Strike. When you hold different guns out, they're going to change your movement speed. You are running out here with a Glock, which is inherently slowing you down. Nobody can be fighting you here. So in this game, you need a knife out until you get to right here. Once you get to this point, pull your Glock out to shoot, because you are slowing yourself down and ruining the timing that you have. So gets a little awkward, gets dicey. Really good shots though, really good shots there. And this is like a good moment once we clear this to reset a little bit and reload. So like, yeah, good. Is that what you're gonna do? You have 9 bullets, just sit here, reload, and then get ready to you know, run up there, do whatever. Also, teammate has a smoke, so he's probably gonna throw it on cross here, hopefully. Yep, he's gonna smoke cross, awesome. It's bad smoke, so we need to keep that in mind when we cross here. Be really careful on this back wall too, because players on site with the USP can just snipe you down really easy. And generally, I'm going to recommend you path up on this side of long, generally. Now, there is some exceptions, like if you have an op or something. Being back here just opens up a world of hurt for people on top of site to pick you. Awesome. Yeah, you farming, bro. You farming. Yeah, and so your reaction here, this seems unlucky, but like a pro wouldn't die here. A pro wouldn't die. So your first reaction, you understand he is fighting you from long. You're caught out in the open. You're flustered. You're in a bad spot. Go this way. You get shot. Oh, what the heck? Come over here. What you do is you get shot and you're like, no, I need to fight. So like even these like little reactions are examples of things that you can improve to do better. And we're just in pistol round right here. We're just in pistol round. All right. Teammate gets the bomb down though. Awesome. We're feeling good. Same thing there. We're going to do strafes. So we learn a little lineup here, a little pop flash, bang, and you slowed yourself down, so careful about pit here. Nice, good little dunk slide. Nice, good. You can reset here. Teammates died, so we can sit here and reset at this moment. Oh yeah, especially off that info. If he smokes cross, it's okay. You could fix that. So this is this example right here. So this is playing off of our bad teammates. Look. Boom. You get this kill. You know that he threw a horrible cross smoke. So take your smoke out here and throw another one through it. Take your smoke out and smoke in the middle of it right here. Because look, you see how bad this is? You can fix it. Let's fix the mistakes of our teammates. That's a good mindset to get into. You're still spamming here. Stop spamming. What are we doing? Yeah, so one thing I want you to get into. Your first reaction a lot of these times when you get panicked, I can tell from 2 rounds in, is just to fight. Which is true, we need to, but also equally, we need to continue to isolate the angles. So as I'm getting surprised and shocked, I need to be shoot, and constantly moving back this way. He might kill you, he might not, you might get the frag, but at least you're thinking with your movement to get out of there. All right, so this round, you buy up too much here. So if this is the strat, like they're just going to run out, you either need to force of the team or save. Your team is saving except one guy. Again, we can't control this dude, so whatever. In this moment, because you're the util dude, sell that armor, get a deagle and util, or sell that armor, get a tech 9, get extra nades. You don't need $1,000 spent on armor and then just a Glock $0 pistol. It makes no sense. And this smoke is too late, bro. Like if they're rushing out, again, I understand like this smoke is good if you're popping. Maybe that wasn't the call. I have no clue, but everyone else is on one page and you're on another page. And you're just too slow. Like they're already out B, bro. They're already out there and you're still just like throwing your smoke and spawn. You need to throw an instant B door rush smoke if you're going to do that. Like, guys, you're running up there. Okay, so you're flashing nothing here. Even if you blind all these guys, it's doing nothing. They're already smoked off here, bro. Don't overcook. Don't overcook. It doesn't... It's doing nothing. You're just trolling your teammates. Look, again. Cool. Congrats. You flashed them. You know, awesome. They're already smoked out. They're already here. They're not getting in sight anyways. Save that flash for when those smokes are gone. Like, you know, in like 5 seconds here. Okay, good that you get the kill. Horrible fight though. Good that you get the kill. But look, you got a headshot angle. He can't kill you here. He can't do anything. And then look at the fight that you give him. Again, you're getting away with it in this game, but this is not good. You have teammate here. You have teammate on site, and you're just showing your whole body to him. For what? You know what I mean? And again, great that you get the kill. I'm so proud of you, man, but that's just not valuable. Nice. Okay, we get the round. Force up here. Another mistake. What's the point of saving your nades here? Get your molly, get your stuff. Let's go. I guess if you're entering, that is an excuse, but you're... get rid of that, bro. Get rid of that. You're completely trolling your timing here. You need speed. You need pace. And when you're slowing down and like worrying about this, it's not good. You would do that one lineup that you're throwing in the mid-round pop. Like when you're here in the mid-round. Also, I didn't mention it like on pistol round. One thing I noticed, you need to be much better with how you're getting through these doors. Sometimes you're just like taking the most unoptimal path ever, and it's just not good. So WWW, you could A, WW, and then peek with A, obviously good. I do a stray for him, WW jump, and then A, run up here, and then peek. Yeah, it needs to be cleaned up for sure. Okay, stop throwing these smokes. Bro, chill. Dude, if I'm flanking, if I'm flanking, the smoke is doing nothing, even if you hit it. Even if it gets in here. Amazing. You smoked me. I'm just going through it anyways, bro. You're just you're signaling to me that there's fear. You don't want somebody to come through here. So of course they're gonna run through it. Not to mention you already have a teammate up here. Like he was covering this. You're gonna know on the radar if someone is flanking. You are. It's just not gonna happen where he just walk flanks you. There's gonna be some sort of radar that gives it away. You keep getting these long spawns, bro. But then you troll your movement. Again, gun out way too early. Way too early. This is bad. Bad, 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 bad. Okay. See, where's your molly too? One thing we didn't even mention here, this loadout would never exist. You're never going to have smoke, double flash HE. You got to sacrifice that flash or sacrifice the HE. On Dust 2, I'd get rid of the HE. Your loadout needs to have a smoke and a molly every single time. And if you're watching, that's very valuable. Very valuable. Yeah, you're trolling your timings here on the spawn. Don't stop in the doorway either. So yeah, no molly. We can't even throw a car. We're just bouncing flashes off the wall. These flashes are doing nothing. If I'm here on site, even though it should blind me, it's so far away, it's doing literally nothing. Okay, stop jumping. Stop jumping. Yep, teammate dies long. You know this. Yep, get in a good spot here. You're still surprised for some reason. Okay, nice. Take him out. Same thing. This loadout will never exist with like the flashes and HE. Stop jumping so much. Stop jumping. Your jumps are trolling you like on top of car and stuff. Like literally here. If you're gonna fight someone lower, just keep fighting. Jumping up here does nothing. Like it's just useless. Okay, we get the kill. Break these angles down too. In general, you're not breaking down fights. You're just swinging everything as one fight. You're swinging everything as one fight. Like, look here. Your crosshair is in La La Land. If he's on corner, he's killing you. You know, now you're looking like... Break down these angles. And these backward smoke, again, just get rid of this. Never throw those. They're so useless. Okay, so you were jumping because your mouse feels full of dust. Okay. Gotcha. All right, cool. We're learning lots of good stuff here. Let's go. Let's keep it up. Yeah, I'm telling you, if anyone ever throws that smoke, so if I was here and about ready to flank, guys, and I hear them running up cat, and then that smoke comes in, and then they keep running, like I keep hearing them running this way, bro, they're just telling me, look, please don't come behind us. Don't flank us. So I'm just going to get up here and go through the smoke. Now, if it's a molly, that's a different story. A molly can be, you know, definitely valuable. Another thing that's keeping you low elo. Look how you're peeking this. Bad. You're dead. You're dead to anybody above 10k. You're dead. You got to gun out first. Gun out first, then throw utility as you're jiggling. Yeah, and you do have a bad habit sometimes of just like crouching into fights. Bro, you need to stand up, peek, then counter strafe and crouch. Stand up, peek with your D key, go back with your A key, boom. and then crouch like right here. Go down, crouch. But you notice this is first. D, A down. D, A down. All right, this is useless. Congratulations. Great fake. Great fake. You're throwing a smoke that lands right here or right here, whichever one you're throwing. And if anybody is on site, you're literally doing nothing. Your fakes don't work unless you actually do something with it. Lurk smokes, on the other hand, are good because they're worried about you. If they're playing back here, they're like, dang, is he lurking out on this side over here? Is he jumping up? They're concerned. You smoking this means nothing. And you got bomb here. Why would we be faking with the bomb? This makes no sense. I don't care what the plan was. This literally just makes no sense. You're lucky you don't get caught by this guy. You're so lucky. This guy's griefing. He's just trolling. Nice. Good find. Same thing. Crouching thing, right? Yeah, I think it's just the same thing. You need to stand up. Stand up and just counter strafe. When you donk slide, like, that's fine, but you got to do it properly. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Again, crosshair. They like, dude, come on. Like, this is not teammates. This is nobody else doing this to you, bro. They're throwing you till from short, from cat, and you're running up here looking at the ground. You're just looking middle of nowhere. And, you know what I mean? There's so many ways you can improve, bro. It's not all in your teammates. There's so many ways you can better yourself and become the best player, bro. Again, joke, you are 14 years old. Stop focusing on others. Focus on yourself and what you're going to do to become better. Joke, you can become a future pro. You can be somebody, bro. But you're 14 years old, bro. It's tough. It's hard to find players that want to play with you in this game. It is, bro. When I was 15 years old, I got into CS for the first time, bro. I was a squeaker. Nobody wanted to play with me, bro. They'd kick me from the games. But that was so much fun, bro. Running around those community servers, going crazy, laughing, doing all these things. I wasn't cute with anybody. Dude, joke, you're 14. Focus on your real life. Make friends in real life. Go out there and do things with people. And then UCS, if you're by yourself, bro. Solo queuing can be therapy. It can be therapeutic, bro. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. Nice. Good shot. Good shot. Okay. Okay. Stop. This would make no sense. This angle, never do it. Because what you are doing is you are choosing to hold this angle right here. So if somebody would fight you, if someone would peek out here, they get to see your entire body, bro. They see everything. So if I'm opping and I come out here, you're dead. Because this angle is closer to you than it is to them. Now, if you're actually posted, like say you post here first, then they peek into you, amazing. Because the angle is so much closer now for them. Right here, this is the angle being held. This make no sense. This makes sense. This makes sense. Never scope up on an angle close to it like that. Nice, good find, good flick. You hear a guy on short. Oh, we get taken out by a long guy. Let's keep going. I want to see CT side stuff. Again, this is just so useless. We're popping. We're popping. This is fine. We're popping. But why? Why? If you're the guy getting nades in this moment, like, what are we doing buying down to $700? Look at the math of this. 1900. I'm not a mathematician by any means. I'm not a mathematician, but next round, brother, you got $2,600. What was the point of saving $700? It's doing nothing, dude. So either get rid of that deagle, you're throwing nades, get flashes anyways, or just buy down to 0. Buy down. Let's see. I'll give you the correct answer. Let's see. Okay, yeah, buy down. You're on $1,700. You're on double save. These last 2 rounds of the half, just buy down. If you're 1750 and below, generally you're just gonna buy down to 0 anyways because you're on a double save. Buy down, spend all of that cash, bro, and don't look back. Yeah, dude, you got so much potential, brother. You're 14 years old, man. You got to get out of your own head, and you gotta look on the positive life, man. You're too young to be looking on the negative stuff so much. So again, crosshair. It's just like the small things. Get rid of all these angles in your mind. Your teammates are down here. Your teammates are here. I would be knife out at this point. Knife out to group with them. Knife out to group with them. And then in my mind, I'm only looking out there. You're like snaking down through here. You're driving a race car. Driving down. No, your teammates are there. Come out here, peek with your A key, and fight. Put your crosshair on the wall and swing. Now, if you got to clear things out by yourself, nobody's there, then break it down. DA. Come back here. Okay, DA. W. DA. D, 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 A. You know, break these down. W, D, A. A, D, A, D. That's the difference. When you're with your homies, like you got to understand the space that they have. Nice, good find. You get the gun as well. Come on. You're just shooting. You're letting them know where you are. You just run out and die. Like, this is what you say, you're the entry, but it's like, you're just crouching into everything. The reason your entering sucks when you get up to like 10k plus is because every fight you're trying to take, you peek and you crouch. You just crouch into it. Players beyond like 10k are just not gonna care. They're like, thank you. You peeking like that is the best thing you could ever do. All right. Yep. You buy flash? No, dude, last round and a half and you're saving money. Again, small mistakes, but this is telling me a lot about how you are as a player. You don't pay attention to the fine details of this. You got to be precise. You got to be exact at these things. And we also need to work on our recoil. Our recoil can definitely be upgraded. Again, so like, you got to be good enough, bro, where you can just jump out here and not even be looking. You jump, you press your D key, and you're fighting out here. Too much race car driving where you're holding W and looking at everything you're doing. Yeah. Yeah, also, like, if your teammate's car, it's not a bad position to be in. Maybe you even fight from here because you're so late. Like, you're just not fast to your spots. You're trolling. So maybe if you're not super quick, you get here. Now, if you do have a decent spawn, this can work. It can. You just better fight aggressive early to push them back a little bit. Say left. I don't care. Let's just skip past this. Oh, wait. Oh, you're AFK. Okay. I see. Mom came home, brought us some dinner or something. They were AFK. That's on you, though. That's on you. You know, whatever's happening, that's your fault. Your teammates could blame you. They could say, dude, this jock dude is just trolling, bro. Like, what is he doing? But you see what I mean? Like, you can always frame it where it's somebody else's fault. Just like you're saying, like, your teammates are always trolling. They're doing these things. Like, I don't care what happened. You're AFK. You're trolling your teammates, whether it's a valid reason or not. I have no clue. Yeah. Again, why? Like, why? Like, what is the point of just buying smoke and flash? Are you scared to use mollies? I think you're scared to use mollies. You have a phobia of them. You have a deep fear of them. Your flashes, you're flashing so much, but you're never like doing anything with it. Don't reswing. So congratulations, you got a kill. But as soon as you get that first one, everyone's crosshair is going to be here. And the way you're peeking is so close to the wall, it's not good. Get that kill, take advantage of that gap that's there. Come back here. Flash, you know, get over here if you want to throw a flash. Like, disrupt what they're doing. But don't swing into them because you're also trying to buy time for your teammates. You do so good, but then you just throw it away. You do so good. And congratulations, you killed this guy. Again, at higher elo, it's just not going to happen. There you go. You need to learn more utility usage. Absolutely. There you go. That's what we're talking about, joke. That's what we're talking about. We need to be better. Always better. I think you bought zero mollies this game, bro. There you go. Just jumping around again. Again, AFK. You're trolling your team, bro. Again, you could have a completely valid reason, but you're trolling your team. Buying an op too. Like, bro, like, you gotta... Come on, man. You even sell this. When your teammate already has an op and a scout, there's 0% chance, zero world, you'd ever buy an op. You got to be observant. Again, you got to pay attention to these fine details. All right, so yes, teammates are absolutely trolling it. Jack. We just threw 2 smokes there. We've got a smoke tunnel. Chill, bro. Let that smoke go away before you throw another smoke. We just threw 3 smokes in the span of 4 seconds. They're all smoking the same exact thing right here, all of them. And they're all gonna disappear at the same time. Nobody made you do that. That was you. You did that. Wait that smoke out. Wait that smoke out and throw the next one. Also, what is this op positioning, bro? You're playing this like you have a rifle. When you're opping, walls are your best friend. Boom, right here. Perfect. Amazing. Awesome. You can shoot and fall. You shoot here and you miss. I know you don't miss, Jock, but you miss. You know, lag happens or something. You're cooked. You're dead. What are you thinking? Exactly, bro. You can do better. You can do so much better. You do get to a good spot eventually. This is fine. You're a little trapped here. I'm not the biggest fan, but it's fine. Like, your teammate, he's trolling too. Absolutely. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, at your level, yes, your teammates will troll, But bro, the other team is bad too. You're better than these guys, Jack. The less pity you feel for yourself, the better. You need to be a beast. You need to go into every game and you need to say, look, if I have to 1v5 this game, I will. Because I'm going to keep improving. I'm going to keep becoming a better player. I don't care what anybody else is doing. If I rank up, I rank up. If I don't, I don't. That's the self-improvement you got to utilize. Yeah. Never. You're not throwing these. I'm not in the server. I can't show you the proper flashes, but you need to watch some pro demos. You need to see how they're doing this, or face it demos. Watch any face it level 10. Literally any player at 3000 elo and steal what they're doing. I don't care what region on earth you're watching. All right, you hit him. Pistol. Yep, pistol there. You're so late. Every round, you're just so late. You're distracted. There's things going on in real life or something. You're distracted. And there's too much chaos. Like, you're just constantly floating. You're smoking yourself off as the opper here. If you're opping, don't smoke yourself off. That makes no sense. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? You're just running all around throwing stuff. Like, you got to do better than this. This is where, like, if you had flashes, it'd be good. All right, also, be so careful here. Like, I know you think your teammate's there, but technically, dude, look. You're just, like, exposing yourself for no reason to these guys. Like, you don't post on window like that from here. If anything, you would do this, but really just come up here. Just go to fight. All right, so team's forcing here. Ask for a drop. If they don't drop you, you can't control that, but forcing. They're all forcing except you. Again, you are the problem here. Like, you are the odd man out. 4 out of 5 people are on the same page here. There's one person that's not, and it's you. You're not buying with the team. ADHD, you got ADHD, amazing. Use it to your advantage, bro. You know how many professional esports players have ADHD or some sort of autism, bro? Like, use that to your advantage. It's like a superpower, bro. You got to focus on the small details. You got to obsess over these things. You got to, you know, just focus on that side of the game. It's like a superpower, man. So again, just like, there you go. Yeah, good. Fight with your teammate. Yeah, exactly. You going car is so useless. If he's out here, fight with him. Amazing. Good. Crosshair. So fine, but then what are we doing? We're peeking. Where's our crosshair? There you go. See, look what happens when you actually put it in the right spot. Imagine they peeked you earlier. You're cooked. Same crouch problem. Crouch problem right there. Bang. That was a good timing. I still don't like the crouch peek, like the way we're doing it, but that was a really good lineup that you got there. Nice and steady at least. The movement still needs to be improved though. Oh, bro. Same thing. Stop doing that. And so, like, we're not going to get into the nade side of stuff because we're not doing, like, a legit coaching session, but there's so many things you can upgrade here. You got to keep experimenting with flashes and stuff because you're just not comfortable with the util yet. You don't know when or where to use it. And that's a you issue. That's not a team problem. That was the best flash you've had yet. And it still needs to be way better, but you flash behind yourself and you peek. That made the most sense so far. That did. Also, hey. Tip for you. If this is a really bad smoke, you don't need to blow it open. Just gun out and get ready to kill them. If it's a bad smoke, dude, just let them try to cross. You're going to cook them. You focus on avoiding crouch. This is one of your recent games. You're not... Actually, it's not recent, but you're crouching every time, bro. You're not... Yeah, you need to focus in the future for it. Crouching. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Jack. 14-year-old prodigy. Remember, the sky is the limit, bro. Never stop working hard. Never stop pushing yourself. Forget the teammates, bro. Forget everything else and become better every single day, brother. You are a G. You are a legend. Also, we're going to make this into a YouTube video. If you guys are watching on YouTube, leave a comment down below. How incredible is this kid? He wants to get better. He wants to improve. He wants to be the best version of himself, and I applaud that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you later. Peace out.